Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the last video, we talked about color terms, some example of hue, saturation, and value. Click here if you're interested to watch it. Today, we're going to talk about traditional color schemes. I'll be using Polymerclay to make 4 different designs under each color scheme. The first one is Monochromatic color scheme, 1 hue. If you bring out the color wheel that we made from my very first video, it breaks down the hue continuum into 12 sections or hues. As Monochromatic is only using 1 hue, I'll be picking red. Feel free to use any other hues. I'm using the complementary color green to change the saturation of red. So here I'm creating some lines in different lengths, squares and L shapes in different sizes, and then placing them randomly on the clay until there's no more gaps. Next we have Analogous. Analogous colors are colors that next to each other on the color wheel. It should go beyond one color, but include colors that share a hue. For example, if we're using green and yellow, they both share yellow as the common hue. For this design here, I'm using yellow, green, lime green, and a little bit of white. Then mix them together by twisting and turning until I see a color combination that I like, and I put it through the pasta machine. Next we have Complementary. Complementary colors are built around 2 hues that sit directly opposite of each other on the color wheel, for example red and green. As we mentioned in the last video on color terms, when you mix complementary colors, they produce a darker and duller color. It is because both value and saturation are diminished through intermixing. But when you put them next to each other, it creates a contrast between 2 hues. It brings visual energy and excitement. I'm using yellow and purple here, starting off with cutting some long strips preparing for my weaving pattern. I'm purposely cutting my strips in different thickness, and I'm alternating colors at the bottom. Next, I'm placing a strip horizontally. I'm bringing all the purple strips up and over. And just do the same thing with yellow. The last color scheme that we're talking about is Triadic. When any 3 hues fall equally spaced on the color wheel constitute a triad. The easiest way to think about this is to place a triangle on a color wheel. For example, the primary triad includes red, yellow, and blue. So for my triad today, I'm using turquoise, golden yellow, and crimson. To change the color a little bit, I'm adding a tint to golden yellow and a shade to crimson, and there's no changes for turquoise. I started with cutting different shapes with my craft knife, ideally something different for each color. And then I cut the same shape again, but this time using another color and cut them slightly smaller. Repeat this step for the next layer. I hope you enjoyed today's videos as much as I do. If you learned something new, please give this video a thumbs up and share it to your friends who might be interested in traditional color schemes. For the next video, I'll be making some designs with the grayscale.